I used to love the Assassin's Creed series, but now, honestly, I really just can't find myself finishing one of these new games. When that first trailer came out for Assassin's Creed, I was so into the freaking look of the game, man. The way it felt, the blending in with the crowds, a whole new take on stealth here, especially with like the historical perspective in all these cities. I was so amped to play it. I know Assassin's Creed 1 wasn't the best in the series, but either way, man, we were all ready for something new and something great. And I was hooked. Seriously, I was hooked on this. I thought the lore was awesome. I thought the whole finger mutilation thing that they did with the hidden blade, that was sick as fuck if you ask me, guys. And I mean, I played basically every single one in the series from the first one on. But something big has changed, man. And I thought Shadows would be the one to fix it. I was seeing just so much hype online for it. I mean, it was coming out to some great reviews. And here I am a few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks later after the game launched, and I'm back. I'm just back where I was. And for some reason, that one just, I don't know, man, it just cannot keep my attention the way the older games did. So I wanted to use this video to talk about what went wrong for me personally with Assassin's Creed. In this whole transition to the RPG universe, I really want to focus on maybe just like my issues with the series. I'm not going to do a full review on Assassin's Creed, guys. I don't believe in reviewing a game if I haven't at least completed it. No score or anything, but I'm going to be referencing it a bit in this video. If I think far back enough, guys, I think I can trace my issues, I would say, with Assassin's Creed at Origins. Honestly, that was the one that changed things. I think we were ready for a new type of Assassin's Creed, so I was hyped for it, especially like being an RPG fan. I mean, I really was looking forward to the whole like RPG aspect of that game. And being Middle Eastern, if you can't tell, I was hyped, man. Being focused on like a Middle Eastern person, I mean, stuff like that is awesome for me. I like being able to explore those historic worlds. And again, I was hyped. I bought Origins when it first came out, jumped right into it. I mean, I spent a lot of time in that game. And again, I just found myself enjoying it again at first, right? I enjoyed that combat. I liked being able to level up my character. But then I started to kind of feel like it was grindy. And that was an issue that I think just like is recurring when it comes to games like this. I will give Origins credit there, man. I mean, they tweaked a formula that was starting to get stale, right? Assassin's Creed 1 was kind of just like not all there. It was a little bit fun, but it got very repetitive. Assassin's Creed 2 is where things got a lot better. And then we moved on and so forth. And eventually we got the Syndicate, which like admittedly was pretty cool, but it again was starting to get old, right? So this was our first venture into this whole RPG world. And like I said, guys, as a big RPG fan, I was looking forward to it. And the best thing there for me is that sense of progression, right? Being able to find better gear, being able to get stronger. Doing that in RPG games, always fun. It's always fun to get loot. It's always fun to make your character look different, make him look more and more badass from the beginning all the way to the end. But again, I started to hit something that is a constant issue with these games, man. And it's burnout. I get so freaking burned out playing these styles of games. Like, I don't know what it is with the whole open world aspect and RPG type of situation that Assassin's Creed has gone into, but there's just something there where like at hour 15 you start to feel it creep up. Hour 20 you're getting over it, and I mean, good luck after I would say hour 20, because now at that point you're more just trying to see this thing to the end, right? And I think one of the major issues there is going to be the pacing, the overall story, and just the repetitive gameplay. All this stuff really just adds up. So I wanted to start with the length of these games just to bring up just like, I guess, how bloated they are, man. So Origins clocks in at around 52.5 hours. I'm going to put it up here on the How Long to Beat website. I'm not going to be looking at the story, guys, because rarely does anyone jump into these games and just solo that whole story. You have to really do some side missions here and there, especially when it comes to like an RPG style game, right? You want to level up, you want to get better gear. So you're never going to ignore these completely, no matter how much they suck, right? And when it comes to Origins, I didn't finish it, man. Odyssey, I would say, is probably the best so far of the series. 85 hours, you know, on average to complete. Just an insane number. And again, didn't finish that one either. I think I played that one the most, if you ask me, though. I mean, I think I got to like 50 or 60 or so hours in that one, just because I really enjoyed the story there. And I mean, it took a while for me to get burnt out, but yeah, I mean, I can't tell you what happens in the end, man. I never finished it. If you look at Valhalla, it's about a 98-hour average, right? These games are just getting bigger and freaking bigger. I got over this one very early. I bought it for the PS5 as one of those launch titles. And again, just really wasn't into it. Did not finish it. And to give you guys an idea of Assassin's Creed Shadows, I started it off, really liked the story, really liked the characters. I thought Naue was a badass. I thought Yasuke was also badass. I was playing through and I really enjoyed the combat. I enjoyed the upgrade system. The freaking world was amazing. And slowly but surely, I was getting more and more disinterested in the story and what was going on. And that repetitive gameplay and just overall bloat really just started to bog down on the game for me. So I wanted to talk side quests when it comes to the Assassin's Creed series, because I think that's a very big mistake that's been happening in these games, man. And this is something like, let's just be real. Open world games and side quests are really just like a tricky situation, right? I mean, if you've played Final Fantasy, these new remakes, I mean, there are side quests there that are just like insanely stupid, like guiding a freaking dog or a chicken or whatever that was, and getting really annoyed at the mini games for just some really lame type of, you know, item or something that you get. And I mean, I would say Assassin's Creed falls into this trap as well, man. I can't remember a original awesome feeling side quest from these games, right? Admittedly, like I said, I didn't play them all to the end. I didn't finish the games. So, you know, there is probably stuff that I've missed. Feel free to just jump on my head in the comments, man. But realistically, most of these games, and I'm just gonna come out and say it, have pointless freaking side quests, right? I'm not into the story with these characters. I'm not into these side stories that have been coming up. And rarely, if ever, I think, are those rewards even meaningful. Half the time, I mean, you're getting rid of whatever it was, or it's just materials for your base. 50% of the time, I was assassinating people and just like not knowing whether they were in this side quest or not, especially when it came to shadows right now. You're just like unlocking this new board, new people to go around and assassinate. And it's just like very formulaic, man. It really is. The castles, the different areas that you're going to assassinate these people in, they almost feel copy pasted. And I mean, half the time what you're doing, just because of how big this world is, you're holding left trigger down and you're just looking around for this like pulsing dot, right? And that's your target. That's it. No more figuring out where they are, no more blending into the crowds. I mean, all that stuff is kind of gone. You still got like the lame collectible crap that's thrown around everywhere for you to find, like different papers and things like that. And I mean, those are just padding. Again, it's a waste of time. But I mean, the side quests here, they're not Witcher quality, right? You know, you don't have any like fun storylines, like I would say like in Skyrim, you know, joining one of the Brotherhoods or Dark Brotherhood or Thieves Guild. None of that stuff is there for you, man. It's really just like mission padding for you. And I don't know, man, the more I think of this, I go, maybe it's me. Maybe I have less time to game as an adult, right? I mean, I got called freaking Unk in one of my videos and I'm barely like 30. I don't feel like I'm that old, right? And it's like I've played games from like the NES all the way to like all these recent games that have been coming out. And I love open world games, right? I'm not like one of those people that's just like, man, I've got 2 or 3 hours left. The last thing I want to do is pull up Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I was hooked on that game. I was hooked on Elden Ring. I was hooked on Tears of the Kingdom. I was freaking hooked on how good Red Dead Redemption 2 was. Open world games are not a bad thing at all, guys. Open world games, I think, are great. Even if you're freaking strapped for time, right? If you're into a game, if you're obsessed with it, if you're just into that world, you don't give a shit. But when it comes to these games, especially with the Assassin's Creed series, really just like unfulfilling to play. And that's just like the main thing I can think of is it gets so repetitive. The world seems so beautiful and like huge at first and historic, and you're just into it, and then slowly you just start to see the pattern, the formula, and it starts to just feel like a freaking checklist, right? It doesn't feel like you're playing a game anymore. It feels like you're just like checking off boxes in each area until you're finally done with it. And again, guys, like I said, I was supposed to drop a full review on this game, right? I mean, to be completely honest, I was worried about spending $70 on it, so I bought it with the whole $17.99 Ubisoft Plus pass or whatever and got to play it. And, you know, for me at first, 17 bucks, I had fun, man. I was enjoying it, right? That first 10 hours, I liked the stealth. I liked the combat. I liked the world. I mean, it was finally in Japan, which was something that we've wanted. But the longer I was playing it, the more that burnout was setting in, right? The more I was ignoring things around the map and just going for the main missions, the more I was just like, do I really need to climb this freaking tower right now? I'm Yasuke. This is a pain. I got to switch characters, which whole different situation. I mean, I'll talk about probably later, guys, but I mean, that burnout was creeping on me. And after about 20 hours, I felt it. And I was just like, man, again, I thought this would be the Assassin's Creed to break me out of this cycle. And it just felt like it was getting there. It was. I felt like the stealth character that you get, Naoe, I thought she was great. I thought the world was really like built for her really well. But again, that mission design, the open world design, just having to look for these little pulsing dots everywhere, man. It's like, it's just so boring. It's so formulaic, and it's so just like grindy and checklist feeling. And again, it's not because it's like a bad game, guys. Like, I don't want to make this feel like, oh my God, Assassin's Creed 0 out of 10. It's not. It's really not. It's just very formulaic. It's very repetitive. It's got amazing graphics. It's got very fun combat. It's got like, I think, 2 really awesome characters. I love the weather system that they've added in the game, right? I mean, Japan is great as well. There's so much to do. There's so much to do in this open world. It's just after a while, it gets very formulaic and very repetitive. So that burnout creeps in hard, guys. And I mean, I think this is the shortest one out of all of them. I'm pretty close probably to beating it. And it's just like, again, I just don't feel the need to really like play it right now. I mean, I'll eventually go back and beat it, but again, it's just like nothing's really luring me in to play it after that second act. And the other thing is that every area, every castle that you get to starts to feel the same, right? It's like you go into these keeps, you've either got to assassinate 5, you know, samurai or whoever's there, and you just look for them with the dots. I mean, half the time, all the gold and things that you need and materials are just like glowing in the same areas. I mean, the stealth system is great, by the way, but like by the fucking, I don't know, man, 7th or 8th castle, you're just over it. You really are over it because it just feels like the same freaking thing over and over and over again. I mean, you get to the top and you find some chest with your key, and you know, unless there's a mission there and you have to assassinate someone, the game does start to spice up when you get Yasuke a bit, because you finally get to be like this unstoppable tank, which, don't get me wrong, the combat with Naoe was awesome too. I mean, I loved it, especially because I was leveling like her whole katana style and everything. But Yasuke, man, is broken, and I think he was broken for fun. I enjoyed using him. I thought it was badass. The executions are freaking sick, but man, does he feel freaking out of place. And I'm not gonna be that freaking neckbeard that complains about, you know, a black guy in Japan. I know he's a historically accurate figure. Please do not put that shit in my comments. I don't care, guys. I'm not about to debate anyone. But my beef with Yasuke is not him being included in the freaking game. It's how the game reacts to him, man. The game does not react to him like how I thought Japanese people would be looking at a guy that's not clearly from there, towering above everyone. The coolest thing is like when the guards tell you to put your sword away, and when you do, they're just like, oh shit, well thanks, you know? And I'm like, okay, that made me laugh. That's awesome. You know, these guys are freaking intimidated by him. But I mean, the way he's integrated into the story, the way he joins up with Naoe without spoiling much, guys, it's really like hard to believe. And I mean, on top of that, it's just like his like flashback and like his whole story is really cool. But like everyone just glazes the guy. Everyone's so into the guy, and it doesn't add up because these people look at you as an outsider, right? And it just felt like Ubisoft was kind of treading on thin ice here, and they didn't want to piss people off, when it's like, man, there was a lot of really cool opportunity there with his character. I mean, and if you ask me, I think the world just wasn't built for him, man. He was just a pain to use, and it wasn't because he ran slow. It was just like every time you wanted to climb something or get to a point of interest or find any of the little paper thingies, you know, for the knowledge points that you need in order to level up, you had to switch characters. You could not main him. You had to use him here and there when you just wanted to fuck shit up, basically, which is fine. But I just felt like the world wasn't for him, and I think that's okay. But I mean, give us a DLC, or give us like an extension at the end of maybe Naoe's story. Maybe you play her story, and then after that you get to play as like Yasuke's story, or, you know, charge, I guess, for a DLC expansion. I hate giving freaking companies ideas to be greedy, but he just felt like it was going to be like an expansion character of some sorts, and I thought it would have been a lot better like that, man. And I will say, guys, this is my last complaint, seriously. Another really big issue I would say is that like lack of linear storytelling. Like you get this board and you get to assassinate everyone in like a different whatever way you want. Whoever's near you, I guess, you can kill right away. I mean, they all have levels to them, so it's kind of like guiding you. But at the end of the day, man, the biggest issue there is like the story is so convoluted. It's so non-linear. You could tackle it in any way you want, and you're missing this whole thing with like the older Assassin's Creed games, where the more assassinations you're doing, the more the city's on high alert, the more the other guys, you know, are afraid of being assassinated next because their buddies are falling, right? Like all of that is missing, and it just doesn't really tell, I guess, a story with like consequences, and it makes it just so hard to give a fuck about the story, man. It really does. I was into it in the beginning with the whole revenge thing, and after that, man, I really was just not feeling it. I just didn't care for it, and I just feel like this whole tackle it in any way you want thing, I think it's a cool little experiment here and there, but for games like this, right, where you're taking down an organization, I don't think it works, man. I really don't think it works. I think we need to scrap it and go a little more linear, right? And speaking of linear, I would say my last favorite Assassin's Creed game, right, maybe actually my overall favorite, is Black Flag, man. I don't care if people think it's a pirate simulator and it's not really an assassin game, But having that open freaking world, man, and being able to fish, being able to do the fun side missions, and the story there with the whole Knights and the Templar type of situation with the Brotherhood, all that, I mean, was really fun for me. I enjoyed it a lot more. It was more open world, right? But at the end of the day, it wasn't this open, man. It wasn't this convoluted. There was a story there that you could follow about Kenway, and the ending was great and how it tied in. And that's another thing. A lot of these games used to just tie into each other, right? By the end, you'd see, you know, where it fit in with the second game or the third game. I mean, that one I think connected to the third game, if I'm correct, regarding, you know, who his kid eventually is, which was really awesome, by the way. But yeah, I mean, there was this overarching story, and you know, we were going towards it, even with the whole, I don't know, Desmond early current day shit that people weren't into. It still felt cool, man. It had its own charm to it. And I feel like now the games are just like medieval warrior simulator, right? Like we've gone full RPG, grindy, checklisty, and it's none of the fun shit from the RPGs, right? It's a lot of the tedious, repetitive shit. So I will say, guys, I do miss that a lot. I think Black Flag was maybe the perfect balance between like a linear and an open world when it came to like what to do and just how the story was presented. And again, I'm sorry, man, if this was a rant. I mean, I'm gonna title it, you know, as a rant of some sort, so you guys aren't freaking thrown off guard. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this series because for me, it just feels like it's headed down into this direction that, I mean, I might not be a fan of it, man, which is fine. If other people enjoy it, that's also great. I really don't care. More power to you. It's just, I'm starting to see some cracks here, and it just looks like it's not being addressed, right? Ubisoft is kind of just like going halfway with everything versus really diving in and like making this the best it can be. It just feels really safe. I started this one, I was enjoying it. I liked where the story was going. I liked the combat. I liked the graphics. Again, that weather system's awesome. But slowly, guys, that grind just really started to get to me. It's really bloated. And I mean, it's just something that for me, even skipping side missions and just moving forward, it just isn't something that I see myself finishing anytime soon, which is why I didn't want to drop a review, man. So if you ask me, $70, I really wouldn't pay it. I'm glad that I paid like the 18 bucks or whatever to, you know, try it out on Ubisoft Plus. And personally, to anyone who's on the fence, if you liked, you know, Origins, if you liked Valhalla, if you like Odyssey, this is it. You're gonna like this one a lot. And I think that's who it's for, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is just how I feel personally about the series and where it's going. I'm hoping we can kind of find some balance eventually, right? And maybe just find a way to make both sides happy when it comes to the older Assassin's Creed fans and the new age Assassin's Creed fans. Because for me right now, I mean, this was probably my last shot, man. I've given this series, you know, a chance time and time again. And I mean, who knows? I'll probably freaking try the next one just to make you guys a video. But to wrap it up with some positives too, the stealth, by the way, with Nawe as a character, I think it's awesome. I think the setting's awesome as well, guys. But again, it does get repetitive very, very fast. And unless you're into that type of thing with the last games, that's the only time I would recommend it. I think in the future, an open world with a lot more depth and maybe just like a more linear story here and there would like actually really help the series overall. Drop a comment, guys, if you made it this far. And I would say, let me know how you feel about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let me know, you know, if you've played the game, what you think of it, and just where you feel, I guess, regarding this whole Assassin's Creed thing, man. I think the internet's kind of divided. There's a lot of old heads like me that are just like, give us back the old games. And there's a lot of people that are just like, nah, fuck you guys. The new games are awesome. I like to see where everyone thinks. And again, let me know if I need to go back, man. I mean, did I make a mistake here? Should I just give it like another hour or two just to really get into it? Drop some advice. Let me know where you guys are at. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. And also, like I said, let me know how you feel about this whole RPG thing, man. Is it really fleshed out? Is it in depth? Or is it just half baked, right? I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.